Okay, so there's going to be lots of background noise, but welcome. This is our monthly team live power hour, and we're going to try a different script this time. This time we're using something I got from Christine Dwyer. It's basically the same stuff, but it's in a different order. So we have 5 minutes to go do something. We're doing something easy now. The first one is, well, I guess sometimes it can be easy, sometimes it can be hard, right? And we're going taking these first 5 minutes to go and expand our network for 5 minutes. Go make new friends in 5 minutes.
Okay.
And I will be right back so I can get the kids.
No, on my on the meeting.
Okay, I got them out of the room. Bye. Hey, Greta.
Hey, Lovey.
All right, guys, go make 3 new friends.
Can you still see me, Teresa?
Yeah, I can see
I'm
you.
just curious. Okay.
I see you.
I just switched my screen, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, yeah, no, I see you. I'm just trying to get the next one ready. So we're not late. Sorry, guys. I came home with something nasty from Vegas. Very nasty from Vegas. Ooh, Jam did it. Go, Jam. How are you guys doing finding new friends?
Good. I looked on my friends list to see who we had in common.
Awesome.
Done. I got mine done.
Sweet. We got 52 seconds left for this one, and then the next one will be 10 minutes to send 3 to 4 private messages, the live check-ins. What have you been up to? Okay. Go, Kenna. She's done. All right. We're ready to take on post 2. Cancel. This one will be 10 minutes. And this is just our, hey, how you doing? You know, check their news feed, make sure that they're, you know, not having a tragedy or whatever, or at least have something you can connect with. Like, hey, I just saw that you know, did this with your kid, or something that you have, you know, something that you're gonna like connect with them. Like, not just do, hey girl, how you doing? You know, because I've been hearing a lot of people kind of, so many people do that is getting played out. And people are already like thinking, what do they want? Especially if you hadn't talked to them in a while. So like, make sure. That's why I gave that this PDF yesterday, so you can make sure who you're gonna, like, you know, who you're gonna send these. Hey, how you doing? You know, how's life? Or that you have some sort of connection. And again, it's no hidden agenda. It's just trying to find out what's going on in their life at this moment. Oh, Michelle's done.
All right. So it says you're gonna find 3. Got the 3 friends. Let's see. Go to Messenger. Get 1 message. Let's see.
And also, too, remember, you guys, like, we send out these messages. If they respond to you right away, do not respond to them right at this moment, because we want to get through this hour, get through that, and then you can circle back and respond to everybody. Because a lot of times we can get caught up with, you know, our different items on this list, and then we don't finish the hour. And then you're like, oh my God, especially because a lot of us, you know, we have a very limited time, you know, to get things done. Like, today was a pretty crazy day. It was like soccer, then open house, then showers and dinner. You know what I mean? So it's like, and I'm sure that is not an uncommon thing for anybody, you know, especially when you have kids or you're working full-time or whatever. It's not an uncommon thing. So if you stay focused on what you need to be doing and then circle back when they respond, it will let you get through your power hour and then be able to respond. Because, you know, responding, really, you could be doing that while they're in the bathtub or they're sitting at soccer or something like that. So just want to get the convo started. We got 5 minutes left here, ladies.
My God. Hell.
Also, too, and he's like, hey, how you doing? If you can, sometimes I'll go look back at the messages before to see like where we left off, you know, what they talked about, you know, or, you know, somebody said they, when I did mine earlier, you know, we had talked about her, she has a shoulder that gets dislocated. So I asked her about the shoulder, you know, hey, how's the shoulder going? They dislocated all this weekend, you know, like just, like they know that you really care, that you're not, that you really are there to help them and know them and build a relationship with them, not just trying to put a product in their hand.
Excuse me, y'all. Information. She's been asking for it, and I didn't even send it to her.
Why is this not turning?
Oh, hello, Miss Shannon.
Sorry, I'm here.
Hi. We are about to start. It's less than 3 minutes. We're going to get going on post 3. And just to give you a heads up, you guys are still working on that. Post 3 is going to be about follow-ups. These are not first invitations. This is just going to be your list of people you need to go follow up with. So, anybody there?
Holy crap.
I don't know what my new website. It's the same one, but they just updated it.
All right, I got less than 2 minutes. We get anybody yet on the get done with the private messages yet? No, nobody.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Who's talking?
I got to.
Oh my God, I'm breaking things. I'm breaking things.
Don't break your phone though. That's very important. Very important.
Messenger. we had to go and add 3 friends and then go to Messenger.
Oh my God, why is this working?
Follow up. Look, thanks, Bessie.
So Shannon, I know you got on here late. We're actually following the one from that I got from Christine Dwyer. So it's basically the same thing, but it's just in a different order. I just want to see if that works better in that order. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Getting it done and stuff like that. So
see if the flow's better.
Yeah, to see if it flows better. I mean, it's the same thing, but it's just, sometimes it's always nice to do a little tweak. Those little tweaks that Autumn's doing in her workout is really tweaking my butt.
I've heard. I'm not doing the sneak peek. I should, but I'm not.
All right, ladies, this one is done. We're going to start on pose 3, and I have it ready for us. So pose 3, like I said, is all about follow-up. This has nothing to do with initial invites. This is to go back to the people that you have talked to already. And basically, I mean, this is your chance right here to be bold, to call them out. If you've already formed them, you already talked to them about, and we're doing, this is going to be 15 minutes. I'll start this now. So this is the time where you already know what they want. You know what kind of workouts they like. You know how much weight they want to lose, or if they want to get strong, or type of, how their eating habits are. Like, you already know all this stuff, but they have either ignored you, because, we get ignored a lot, or they have said no. They just said, no, I can't. You already talked to them about price or something, and they said, no, it was too expensive, that they don't have it in their budget. This is the time, and even if you haven't got there yet, like, just go back and say, hey, I just want to circle back with you. We got some great things that are coming in November, the holidays. Nobody wants to gain weight but still have fun, so this is a great time to join my challenge group. Or, I didn't put it in the post, but like, if you're talking to people about becoming a coach, it's like, yeah, I know it sounds weird to start a business in November, but the thing is, if you start now and build your foundation now and learn the trainings that come January, you already planted a whole bunch of seeds and know what you're doing, you'll be ready to hit the wave in January. Nobody who signs up in January gets the fitness wave. Like, it just doesn't work that way, so this is a good time. So just talking to them, following up, circling back with them, and just be like, and if they say no, or it's too expensive, I'm saying, well, what changed? Didn't you say you really wanted to lose these 15 pounds before the new year? Did that goal change? If not, do you have another thing that you're going to be doing, or are you just going to be stuck? A lot of the times, especially if we already got into a really good conversation with somebody, they have reached out to you, they're looking to you for a solution to help them. And if we're going to let them get off, then nobody wins. You know what I mean? They're not going to be working on their goals or their business, and it's not going to help you with your goals to end the year. So this is your chance to go and do a few follow-ups. I would say, in 15 minutes, I would just, if you have a good list going, one thing that I do, oh my God, it sounds like an old lady. I don't know if you guys know, but on your Facebook page, you can tag people, like certain tags, like they're a coaching prospect or they are a challenge prospect, and I'll just filter it out to see who they are, and then just copy and paste and hey, we talked about this, and just get through a whole bunch of follow-ups that way. And I usually get maybe 10 or 15 cut and paste, and then I'll get somebody, maybe 1 or 2 of those people to respond back, either saying no or, oh my God, I'm sorry, I missed this, or whatever. But at least it gets the conversation started. But yeah, that's definitely why you want to be working through a list, so that when you're doing this, you can not spend time searching. Or I know one thing that I used to do, this is the bad thing, is I would just kind of use my Facebook Messenger as my way of tracking. I'd be like, oh, who haven't I talked to? And just keep scrolling and scrolling. That's not very efficient. No. But I have done that. I am very guilty of that. I've done that just last month. Very, very guilty of that. But, like I said, we don't have a lot of time. So we want to be working smart, not, harder. So take, we got a little over 11 minutes to go send your follow-ups.
T, I just got like the best voice message ever.
Yo, yes, from who? What did they say?
One of my challengers from I met her in my pregnancy group from Gracie. And she's been consistently like trying to be a part of the challenge groups, and she always like teeters out, you know, it just never sticks. And this time around, she was noticing that Erin, who's Gracie's age, was letting her work out more. And she was like interested in the workouts and sort of wanting in on them, but it was enough to where Angela was actually able to get a workout done. She just sent me a voice message bawling, saying that she just got her first after 2.5 weeks of consistently working out.
Oh my goodness.
Was just able to finish her first 45-minute workout ever without stopping.
That is awesome. Is her son's the same age as Gracie?
A little girl, Erin with an E.
Oh, Erin with an E. Okay, sorry. I don't know why I always assume, even though I've had more girlfriends, more people I know that are girls as Erin, but I always,
yeah, I default to boys too. But it was so sweet. She was like in tears.
Oh, that is awesome.
Aww.
Very, very awesome. Also, too, remember when you're doing these follow-ups, the things that we have coming up. You know, we have our 3-day sneak peek coming up for any coach prospects, and then we have the 3-day refresh thing that I'm going to be. And the reason I'm doing it is because I'm going to need a 3-day refresh after Thanksgiving. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I know I will be needing it. And we're also tomorrow we'll have a meeting with some other leaders in the team, and we might be just to give you a heads up, thinking about doing like a team-wide coach-only accountability group to get all of us ready and geared up, because not only if we're going to be sitting here telling everybody that this is the time to work on themselves, we need to be doing it too. And we're going to try to start it off after Thanksgiving with a 3-day refresh. We don't know the details or the specifics of that, but what we're thinking is like to be a part of this team-wide coach challenge group, you're going to need to get your 3-day refresh. We're going to have incentives and prizes, and it's going to be not just working out. We're going to do some sort of PD, point system. So doing PD, sharing your results, posting on Facebook, doing all that stuff that we know works. But it's going to be all through fitness. It's going to kind of get us through the end of the year, and all of us doing together as a team-wide, not like team-wide, like whole team-wide, gearing up for 8-day session in January. So tomorrow we're going to be hashing out more details on that, but keep that in mind, and especially while you're inviting. We have that 3-day refresh coming up. 80-day session is going on right now. Double time. Those are all these things as you are following up, telling them, what exciting things are happening that you're planning out, that you want to invite them and get them going in.
My wife's getting me more food. Sorry.
They can't see you.
I can't see you, Jay, but I can hear you.
He's asking for more food.
Jay's hungry.
Jay's hungry. Jay got home late.
Jay's
He likes to make cameos just like Maya does.
Oh, I know. You know the curly hair boy will be up here pretty soon.
I know. Where is he?
I think he probably fell asleep in the playroom.
Because he's normally all up in your Zoom calls.
Yeah, but we had soccer today, and then we had his open house for his class today. Shower, ate, and I'm pretty sure he hasn't come over. So you guys know, Kason always comes and says hi.
He does.
All right, ladies, we have a little less than 6 minutes on this one. How's everything going? How are your follow-ups? Do you have people to follow up with?
Always.
No. Michelle shook her head and said no. Well, it's okay. The next one is going to start conversation so that next time you do your power hour, you have follow-ups, right? But you guys, honestly, it's really, and this is one of the things too that I'm really stressing, and I'm going to be stressing a lot, is, you know, the follow-ups and what we're saying in our conversations. Because I know something that I got called out on just a couple weeks ago is that I was dragging the follow-ups too long. You know, like I was trying to really build this relationship. And one of the things, and it might be different, you know, for everybody, but a lot of the conversations that I get started are people that are coming to my page and asking me for help. You know, it's not me like finding them on a group or whatever. They're asking me, yes, I want to join this challenge group. Yes, I want to learn more about the coaching. And I'm over here like, oh, your kids, and you know what I mean? And it's like, that's not what they came to you. They came to you for help. So stop beating around the bush. You know, of course we want to get to know them, you know, and that only applies to people who are coming to you. Like if you make a post, a call to action post and says, hey, you know, who wants to join my next group, or who wants to learn about the coaching business, or if this touches you, tell me what you think or whatever. Then don't spend so much time with the forming and get to really what they want and presenting the tools that they need. Boom. Great.
You sound like crap.
Yeah, well, Dara and Mandy got me sick.
In Vegas, really?
Yeah, no, they were both. Dara lost her voice for a little bit.
Wow.
And I was really fine. I mean, I could kind of feel it, but I wasn't sure if I was like feeling it or if I was just hungover. You know, I was in Vegas. And last night was horrible. I mean, I couldn't breathe. My lungs hurt. My throat hurt. I tried to do oils first. That didn't do anything. I got some chamomile tea, and I put some lemon and honey in it, thinking, you know, that might help. Nope, still awake. And finally, I broke down and I got some NyQuil. Mm-hmm. And right when I was falling asleep, guess who came into bed with me? Kason.
Of course.
Yes. And then Kaya came, and it's just like I didn't get enough sleep. So running on fumes. I'm going to tell you, ladies, when I get this done, I'm going to get the kids to bed, and I'm going to drink some more tea and probably take some NyQuil and go to bed myself.
Yeah, you need to. Sleep in tomorrow, especially if you're feeling sick. I mean, sleep as much as you can.
Yeah, tomorrow is crazy day tomorrow. We have so many meetings, and Kaya doesn't have school Wednesday or Thursday for parent-teacher conference.
Oh.
So Kason goes to school Wednesday and Thursday. Kaya doesn't, and then everybody has Friday off for Veterans Day.
Yeah.
So, good times. So I am definitely, after this, it's like bedtime because I'm going to need it. But I had to show up. I had to get up on here. I get this going. and then record it, because one of the things I didn't realize that this really helped people. They couldn't get on the last time we did this, the recording. People actually watched this, and it did help them. So if it's gonna help, I'll keep doing it. All right, we got less than a minute, so let's wrap up your follow-ups right now. And the next one is going to be only a 10-minute place, just to give you a heads up, and it's going to be post 5. And this is going to be sending the invites. These are for people who you have not yet invited, something. These are going to be some brand new people that you're going to be inviting. There are going to be some sample scripts on there. I'm really coming to the conclusion that scripts don't work. But I wanted to keep it up there, just to kind of give you some ideas. It's the same scripts from last month, but it's just, what's coming up. If you've seen them say something, or maybe they comment on one of your coaching posts or your challenge group posts. Keta, I saw that you posted your coaching stuff. That one's going to be in the next post on what you're going to do with that one. But, just new people that you've seen, that you've been wanting to invite, your dream team, whatever, and get that going. All right. I will be posting that one. Oh, and then also too, at this moment, like, let's just say for whatever reason, you do not have, anybody new at this moment to send an invite to, you can also use the next 10 minutes to start crafting up your next post invite. If you're going to showcase a challenger who has, lost some weight, or maybe it's not even a weight loss story, but some sort of non-scale victory, some sort of little thing, like a recognition post, basically, you want to craft that and want to get people into, that's funny. Get them excited about your challenge group, or craft a post about the upcoming, about coaching. Like, if you have a coach on your team, it doesn't always have to be a huge money accomplishment. It could be something very simple, like they got their first paycheck, or, they called and said that something made, something because they were a coach, they signed up to be a coach, and made their life easier. Right? So if you don't have anybody new to invite right now, like you don't have anybody listed on your list, like, oh, I've been wanting to invite them, this is not a follow-up, this is a new invite, then take these 10 minutes, well, now 9 minutes, and craft your post that you're going to post tomorrow about inviting a call to action post. Does that make sense? So we're using that time. Let me see what's next. Goodness gracious. I'm going to make me some tea, y'all, at 7 minutes. Be right back. little less than 6 minutes.
That last post, does it go to the messenger as well or to their page?
Which one, baby? The one that we're doing right now?
Where we're crafting a post.
Oh, the crafting the post, that's going to be like what you're going to post on your news feed. Like if you don't have anybody to go invite, then take this time to figure out what's your next call to action post is going to be. Whether it's going to, like, you know, hey, join my challenge group, or join my, don't use those words because they're played out. But you know what I mean? Like a post that you're getting people's attention to want to join your challenge group or to want to join your team.
Okay.
We have 5 minutes left on that one. Seriously, love my housekeeper, Laura. We were turning this house upside down trying to find Kaysen's red shoes for soccer. We could not find them, and she found them hidden underneath toys and players. So just to guys give you a heads up, like, and oh my God, I need to be a little heads up too. I didn't realize that it's already coming up. The 15th is when we have scheduled our biz op, our 3-day sneak peek. So definitely want to be crafting those posts and getting that word out and getting your list of people that you want to add to that. And we're gonna have to get I didn't realize, God, everything's happening so fast. Get people excited and ready to get added to that. And this will be the 3rd time we've done this 3-day sneak peek. And what we have done the last 2 times is we did not create a new group. So what we did is I just downloaded all of the videos, so saved all the videos, put them in a Dropbox, and then deleted that. And then we started adding all the new people. So all the old people are still in there. They're going to be getting dinged and notifications that there's new stuff is going up, and it could be like, you know, a fresh take on the same topics, but from somebody else. So definitely we'll be putting out a call in our group to see who would want to step up with the different topics and share their story. We talk about, you know, income success, physical success, why we became a coach, what our lives have changed because we're a coach, you know, and all that stuff like that. So if anybody here would like to hop on, I know the first month was awesome. The second month I thought was really awesome. Like the stories are just really, really, really awesome that we're sharing. And I get to know more about you guys because, I mean, a lot of you guys are not like my direct. And so being able to hear your stories and how you started and everything has been really inspiring to me. All right. We have less than 2 minutes. I'll be right back so I can put some honey and lemon on my tea.
What's up?
All right, 20 seconds left. Got my honey. So the next one, you guys, is going to be about our challenge groups. We're going to take about 5 minutes just to go check in our challenges where you're having a challenge group, or, you know, if you already done it, then you can continue on one of the ones we were, you know, maybe go back to one of the other ones. But this is going to be your time to check on our challengers. So post 6 is going up.
Hey T,
Yes, babe.
who were you telling me that does, when you're doing like the top 10, did you say it was Janelle that puts herself on there too? So like everybody on her team can see what she did that month? Was it Janelle?
Yeah, I've seen Janelle do it. And they actually talked about it. Somebody asked that, I think it was today or whatever, and I think it was Melanie Mitchell. She actually said she actually started taking herself out of it because it didn't, because she's always a heavy hitter. So it just didn't give, it just, other people felt like they were failures or whatever. So she took herself out of there because it was, her numbers were so high compared to the rest of the teams or whatever. But yeah.
But she's also the #1 coach, so.
Yeah, exactly. That's what she was saying. And so, I mean, I see how, you know, the goods and the bads of, you know, putting yourself up there.
Yeah.
Oh, which reminds me, I have my list. Oh, 5 minutes. Sorry, guys, I forgot to put the timer in. Oh, that's not an hour and 5 minutes. Good Lord. My list for the monthly shout out. What are we doing next? What is next? We are on post 7.
For me, baby, I will. What happens when I don't do it? What?
In the does anybody know in the UK, do they celebrate Thanksgiving the same time that we do? They can't because our Thanksgiving is because we left them, right?
We're like, I don't know.
Right? I was like, I'm like, was writing this out. I'm like, because I know Canada, they have their own Thanksgiving. That was like a couple months ago, and I'm like, oh snap! Well, it's not the same Thanksgiving as them.
Gonna have to Google that.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely know they don't celebrate at the same time we do. All right, we got 45 seconds left. I'm just saying this tea feels amazing on my throat. But I'm not going to complain because the last few times I've been sick, it has been strep throat. This is just a cold, you know what I mean? Like, and strep is like death. Like, so it definitely could be worse, but it still feels good. The lemon and the chamomile. Anybody actually put essential oils in, like drink essential oils? Anybody? No?
I've drank lemon before.
Have you?
Yeah.
I've seen people like make like on like immune building teas. Yeah, and putting that in their tea, like just water and lemon. All right, guys, let's start with 7. This one, Keta, is for you, girlfriend.
Hello.
Because I know that you just did the post about, and I'm not going to try to butcher her name, your coach, Olan, is that how you say her name?
That's her husband's name.
Oh, okay.
Her name is Tamiria.
Tamiria, okay. So you just made this post. So this one is all about making sure, and this is going to help so many things when you do this. It's going to your next 5, how many minutes are we supposed to do in here? I didn't even say. 5 minutes on this one. So 5 minutes, actually, you know what? We'll do 5 minutes, and if we need more, we'll go more. But 5 minutes on this one. So go to your last 5 posts, and anybody who has comment on it, make sure you reply to all the comments. And make sure that you're just not liking the comments, like you're actually engaging in the comments. This is going to be beneficial for so many reasons. Okay. The more that you have comments and engagement on a post, your affinity will go higher, which means your other posts will be seen more. Facebook will be like, oh, people want to see what she has to say. So comment on there, and don't just comment like, hey, thank you. Try to see if there's something, and it has to be organic. Like, it has to be an authentic question. You know, ask a question in that comment about something, not just like, hey, thanks for commenting, do you want to join? You know, like something that they can really answer about, you know. So go to your last 5 posts and make sure all the people who have commented on there that you've replied to them. Yeah. And then also too, if it is like a call to action, like Keta, you're you know, with her progress, you know, go over there and all the people who just liked it, there's a script on here, and go and send them a message like, hey, thanks for taking the time to like, you know, on my post. I really appreciate it. If it's not like a call to action post, you know what I mean? Like if it's just like a normal, just a regular, you're sharing something about your life kind of post. But if it is something like Keta, like yours, you know, there's a script on there that says, hey, thanks for so much. Either it was your kind words, or say, you know, thanks for liking my post. You know, are you interested in learning more about joining my team, or how this can help you? You know, what we've worked together, how we can have, you know, include you in our group or something like that. You know, get the people, because sometimes a lot of people that do like your post, they don't comment is because they're scared. And
that's what I was wondering. I was like, I thought when I wrote the post, I said, you know, show her some love, but nobody said it.
Well, you know, a lot of times, a lot of people are just, you know, they're just scared, you know, and because the thing is, if they comment on that post, that means everybody is going to see them saying that they want help or that they want to join. And sometimes people are just not ready for the public to know about it, you know? So, you know, this is the time with people who like that kind of post, you know, reach out to them. If I make a post about like coaching, and I'll go to the people who like it, I'm like, hey, you know, thank you so much for support, you know, giving me some love on whatever the accomplishment was, or whoever I'm recognizing. Are you interested in learning more about joining my team, or did you just like the story? And then they can be like, hey, I just like the story. But the thing is, you're already getting the conversation started. You're getting that conversation started in the background. And, you know, like I said, go to all your last 5 posts and make sure that everybody who is commenting on there, that you're replying to them, and trying to reply in something that they have to answer back. Let me get the next one ready. Oh, we are done. Okay, this is getting fast. Hope you guys going. Okay, so this next one, post 8. This is something new that we have not had in our power hour, and this is to go check your coach online office. I don't know how many I know for myself, it's 5 minutes for that. It is like I'm in there multiple times during the day. I am like, I'm a little neurotic about it. But I know a lot of times, especially newer coaches, you know, they don't go check things, and there's so much stuff back there, especially the new one. And the new one's like, we really need to get used to that, because pretty soon the old one will be completely gone. So go to your back office, you know, and make sure your orders are going through and that you are projected to stay active. You know, check on if you have a team. Check to make sure they're going to be projected active. What's going on with them, you know? Check about any new orders. Check in your Success Club status. You know, a lot of times people say, hey, yeah, I ordered. I have actually had this happen, that I had a coach that somebody told them that they ordered, and they just never went back to their coach online office to go check for whatever reason. And they realized this whole time, it was like 2 weeks or whatever, that the person did order, but they had an old account, and the order went through somebody else, and the time had elapsed, and they couldn't change the order over. And I still blows my mind. I'm like, it's like 14 days to get something changed over. I'm like, you haven't checked your back office in 14 days? So when I saw this on there, I thought it would be really good. You know, like, this is something that you definitely want to make sure you're checking in. And also, too, I think I might, add to that, like, not only checking in there, but checking in your team groups, you know, like our Team Motivate group or the PS group, to make sure that you're not missing anything that your upline or team has shared. But definitely want to be comfortable with that. Like I said, the basic things, you have that dashboard in the front, you know, it shows your rank, it shows your active status. You can go look at your personal coaches, you can look at your orders. So, you know, get familiar with that. Take these 5 minutes to go through there and make sure that, you know, everything is the way it's supposed to be. And I just realized that whatever movie they were watching has stopped. So that means they have both fallen asleep in the playroom. Oh, shit.
Will they let you move them without giving you trouble? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, once they're out, they're pretty much out. Got one more, ladies. And then we are going to do a little bit of self-evaluation among us to see how you think we all did, how you like this new way. I know Jessica has been on here. Michelle, you've been on here. This is your second or third LivePower Hour. Second. And Keta, and I know Sharon's been on here, and Shannon. So this new one, let's evaluate ourselves and evaluate this new way of the way it does. If it even made any difference, who knows? But we have 1 minute left on this, and then we have one more, and then we can do some self-evaluation. We have 20 seconds left. Okay, last one, 5 minutes. This one is the fun one. Go say happy birthday to everybody. Go to your birthday list. Send them a private message wishing them a happy birthday. Hope they had a great day. Now that it's such a late in the day, like when I do it this late in the day, it's like, hey, I hope your day was awesome. Happy birthday. If it's in the morning, hey, I hope you're going to have a great day. And that's another good way to get conversation started, because they'll say thank you, and then you say you're welcome. What did you do today? Especially since it's Tuesday, I'm always like, hey, did you party today, or are you waiting for the weekend? Like just getting that conversation going and what's going on. No, hidden agenda. It's just that. And also too, this is when, and it's kind of cool because at leadership, I don't remember who was the one who said it, but it was the girl that gave the social media, the Facebook training. She says she does this too, where she uses this time to remove people that she doesn't feel should be in her circle anyways. Like whether, like for me, it's usually if it's a dude, there's no reason I need a dude on my friends list, right? I mean, like, unless it's like a family member or something like that. So, or, just not somebody who's my avatar. So this is a really good time to like remove, because what you see on your news feed and the thing that you read, it really is going to affect you, right? It's going to affect you. It's going to affect you negative. It's going to affect you positive. Not that I have anything against people who swear. I swear sometimes too, but like when I'm over there and like their posts are like not even English and it's this word and that word, it's just or they're sharing nasty pictures of people getting all, stuff like that I'm like, yeah, I don't need you on my news feed. That's not, I can't help you, and I don't want to help you. we're just not gonna work well together. We just don't have the same ideas of how things should be done, right?
So does that mean you block them or unfriend them, or?
I just, unless it's something like completely offensive, you know what I mean? I don't block. I just unfriend them.
I have this guy, and he does his other shakes
Mm-hmm.
And he's always commenting on my posts. I'm like, yeah, I got so much success by doing A, B, and C. He's like, yeah, I pretty much do the same thing. I'm like, why are you on my post?
Well,
I wasn't sure what to do with that. I didn't know.
I would block. That's the one amazing thing that I do love about Facebook, and it cracks me up when I hear people say, oh my God, I can't handle Facebook anymore. It's just too much, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to get off. I'm like, you do know you have control of that, right?
Yeah.
This is your news feed. If you don't want so-and-so or so, you know what I mean? You don't want any of that a part of your life. You can block, you can delete, you make your newsfeed look the way you want it to look. And if you have that mentality of like, oh, I'm going to get off because this and this and that, you're playing a victim and you're letting people rule your life. It's just, it doesn't work that way. But yeah, if that person is on there and he is not adding any value but being kind of a jerk.
I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Happened too many times though.
I block a lot of people who send me friend requests, like some dudes, and I'm like, I'll go over there and they have like 10 friends and all girls showing their boobs or something. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. I'm like, because I have my kids on here, I don't know what they're doing and stuff like that. So I'll just sit there and be like, yeah, I don't think so. Block, You just don't know. Yeah. Can you have one more, like multiple cups of chamomile? You don't OD on chamomile, right? Okay.
I doubt it.
I'm not a tea person, so I don't know, but it tastes really good and it made me feel better. And if you notice, I haven't coughed really. This was amazing. All right, we got 40 seconds left and we're done with the power hour. I think we pretty much covered a lot of stuff in this hour. This new way. Oh, I just noticed. Where's Heather?
Heather.
Your cousin?
Oh, I don't know. She worked late. Did she RSVP?
Yeah, she said 7 will be perfect, but that's like when I first scheduled this a couple weeks ago. I was just looking and I saw her and I'm like, where are your cousins?
Way to go, Heather. I hope you're watching. We didn't get off work until like 6:45, I think. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We are done, ladies. That is, I don't want to start it. I don't start. Okay, we are done. I will do the final post on there because I want to change it up a little bit. But everybody that's on here, unmute yourself. Let's do some self-evaluation. So first of all, like, what did you guys think of this way, this organization way of doing things? Like, did you feel like there's a difference, not a difference?
I think this is the only time I'll get it in.
That is not going to make you successful, Kenna. That is not going to make you successful.
I know, but I like the way, I think this is the first time I've done it like this, where we did the steps and we actually go and walk through it. So in case we had any questions and we didn't actually know what we were doing, we like have you right here to ask you how to do it. So
yeah, and cool. So this live one we definitely do. I have it planned. I have it scheduled that we're going to do this live one the first Tuesday of every month. The only reason we didn't do it last week is because it was Halloween.
Okay.
So the first Tuesday of every month, as long as the stars align, right, and we don't have any kind of holidays or something going on, we will be doing these live power hours. But it was more about like, because we had a not a totally different script. I mean, it was basically the same stuff. It was just in a different order. So I just didn't know if there was the feedback of like this was better or this wasn't better. If you look in the actual event, Kenna, you will see I shared the PDF of what this was. And then that way you can go and take that PDF and do it yourself. Now that you've done it with us here, you know what, all these different things are. Because honestly, it's like you can come here, do it once a month. You can do it, twice a month, but you have to do it at least once or twice a week, to see any kind of traction. And that's another thing, something that we that came up on leadership, which was really amazing, and I have it on my list. I've downloaded the trackers. Is that one of the coaches shared that she does 3 different types of trackers, depending on the type of coach that is running the business. And it doesn't mean you pick one tracker and that's the one you stick with all the time. Like, depending on how life is, you can change it. And it was called the walker tracker, the jogger tracker, and the runner tracker. So the person that's running and has this major goal that has to do it and, has the time, whatever, will follow that. And there's different stuff on there. She put it on the screen, so I couldn't really see what it is, but I downloaded it. I haven't really seen what the difference is between the the 3, but one and the other one's like, if you're not running but you're still doing more than the walker or whatever. So they have these 3 different things depending on where you're at with your life, the time that you have to do everything. And then, like she said, that she usually does the runner tracker all the time, but in the summer when they were traveling and they had all this stuff, she went to the walker tracker because her time was for other things, and so you can switch back and forth. So that's but you definitely need to be consistent in the inviting in the private messages. And one of the things too, and I was telling one of the new coaches, is like, you might see all of us leaders, all of us coaches posting constantly. That's not what gets us results. Right? It's the private messages, it's the following up, it's the sending in the invites, it's commenting on the people who comment on your thing and sending them invitations, people who like your page. So as that. So what do you guys feel about yourself? Can I hear some self-evaluations of yourself from this hour? Who wants to go first?
Nobody.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay.
I feel like I always tend to be more productive during these because I'm not distracted. Like when I'm doing it on my own, I've got Gracie swinging from ceiling fans and, my homework and feeding my husband food. You know what I mean? So I enjoy these just because not only do I stay on track, but we get to bounce ideas off of each other. We get to kind of talk about things. And I think that one of the reasons I love team calls, period, is that it just reminds you that you're part of a tribe, you're part of a group. It's not, you're not doing it alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is one reason I really like these.
Yeah, for sure. And I like to be able to, like you said, bounce ideas off of it. Not so much of a training, but just so that, and also too, a lot of new coaches, even old coaches, we kind of get lost and get paralyzed. I know there's been many times where I'm sitting in front of my computer going, what the hell do I do? I'm sitting here scrolling through Facebook going, I'm not doing anything. And the next thing I know, I have to go get my kids, So it happens to new coaches, veteran coaches, it just, you get to that point. So it's really good to have something to be working a list from. Okay, Michelle, what's your self-evaluation from today? Just because you're my first over here. Oh, we can't hear you, babe.
Oh, am I muted?
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Okay. See, I need new headphones even.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just so far out. No, I liked hearing your timer, and I'm going to start doing that. Because I do the same thing. I get this overwhelm paralysis. I have to do this, this, and this. And taking it actually away from my desk is back there, where I have my whiteboard of all the things that I have to do is right over my computer. So I see that while I'm here trying to work.
Yeah.
And so nothing gets done because I have this reminder over here going, you should do this. So I'm sitting on my living room floor, for crying out loud, and I got more done. But when you're do your follow-ups, I was like, ooh. I have 2 this month. That's horrible. So I did this, the getting on the event, my phone went off and said, hey, your power hour is coming up. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm just sitting here binge watching Netflix. So I did like that. I like this a lot.
That's awesome. Yeah. Definitely the timer thing really does help you, put on the phone, get them done. And that's something that I definitely want to get back to too. When I was talking to my life coach today, I was like, I feel like she's like, what's the difference between you now than you 3 years ago? And I'm like, actually now I have way more time. because I have both kids at school. Versus before, I had a kid that was half day at school, and then I had a baby at home nursing. You know what I mean? She's like, yeah, because you had such small amount of time, you had to be productive. You had to get this done. Now it's like, oh, well, I have an hour. Oh, I got, you know. So that timer just really, really, it's very effective, very effective. Okay, Jessica, talk to me.
Okay. I loved it. And again, like the timer, you said, don't follow. If they respond right away, don't respond back, because, and I would do that like constantly. And so the timer definitely helped to keep me on task and get everything done that I needed to, and not just a couple of follow-ups. And because that makes me, what's happened in the past is I talked to 3, 4, 5 people for weeks and weeks, and I'm like, I need to reach out to other people, and I'm stuck with these people, not ready to commit. And so move on to the next, keep moving, reaching out more and more and more.
Yes, definitely. Like, you never want to, like, that's why you have your list, because you never want to not contact those people and they fall through the cracks. Because I've had this happen to me where I forget about them because I'm so much in the new, and then somebody else comes and sweeps them up. Like, I already did all the planting of the seeds and cultivating, and then somebody went, oh, I'm going to water it. And it's done. But so you don't want to like let it go, but you definitely have, it's like this balancing thing about, you know, and adding the new people and talking to the new people and stuff, but it can be done because we do it, right? Yeah. And so it's not like it's an impossible thing. We just have to always be conscious. And I'm telling you, like, it's just my phone timer. It's nothing, you know, nothing fancy smashy on that. So awesome. Okay, Keta, what's your self-evaluation?
My self-evaluation is, I guess with just using Tamaria alone, I learned that by asking, you know, you have to ask, like you even said earlier, we have to ask them, because if we don't ask, we just assume that they've read our post and they're engaged in our post and they're going to respond to our post, and we just get a like and they're gone. So, so to ask and stay engaged in private messages as well, and make sure follow up, do those responses, and, you know, just stay connected and engaged. So
yeah, definitely. It's those private messages, and it's like, you know, you have to find your sweet spot in that private message, you know, that it doesn't, as you're not like throwing up all the information right away in the beginning, but that you're not drawing it out for, you know, weeks and weeks, not for the, you know, because you're trying to get to know them, which is what we're supposed to do. But you know what I mean? There has to be a point. That's why it's always good to have a deadline, right, for your challenge group, because you're like, okay, we talked all about your family and friends, and I know what you did in high school, but, you know, this is the weekend that's the deadline to join. Our sneak peek is starting tomorrow. I would love to add you. You said you wanted this, you know, and always remembering what they want, especially if they reached out to you, you know, they commented on your post about joining something, you know, speed it along, you know. But if it's just somebody that you're just, you know, if you're doing, you know, let's say you're doing just an engaging post, you know, like, you know, drop a GIF below, tell me how your Monday's going kind of thing, you know what I mean? Don't start off being, hey, thanks for commenting. Do you want to do my challenge group? Because they'll be like, whoa, that's weird. What's wrong with you?
What are you telling me?
Yeah, this has nothing to, your post had nothing to do with fitness, and now you want me to join a challenge group. Oh, those ones, no. But if you're like, check out, you know, I'm so happy that I'm able to take my kid to school today and this and that. If that's something that touches you, you know, let me know. Then you'd be like, then you know, you can start off with that. So you have to, you know, realize your audience and what your post is. You just don't want to be like, hey, thanks for commenting on my new outfit choice. Do you want to do my challenge group? You know what I mean? Like, you know, just something completely far off, because that sounds sleazy, right?
Right.
Sharon, how did you do?
Well, I didn't. I'm actually sick and I'm under the covers. But I want to be here. I actually love the new
Format.
Yes, the new things that were added to. Hold on a second. Sorry. The new. Sorry.
I feel you, girl.
The new especially like the checking your back office, because I'm guilty of not doing that. I am. And I haven't taken the time to really get to know the new back office.
Mm-hmm.
So that is definitely something that's gone on my list to dive in more and get to know the new back office.
Yes. It's way different. Just the reporting is different, and stuff like that. And I know I don't know the actual date on there, but eventually they're going to remove that link that takes us to the old office. So it definitely need to go look to make sure you know how to get your shareable media, the videos to send to people. Because the thing is too, what I've noticed is that we don't want to always share YouTube videos. If we're sharing like somebody to learn about All Access Challenge Pack, or, we're trying to, give them third-party material so that we're not sitting there having to explain it, they get a cool video. Since there's so many like other coaches or ex-coaches that may have left and posted videos on YouTube of why they hate Beachbody or so when you send them a YouTube video, that shows up, but because YouTube has their own algorithms, then like all these other videos show up, you know what I mean? And some of them aren't very nice for whatever reason. They felt like they needed to do it that way. That's them. But if you share the link that comes from our back office, you don't have to worry about what next video is going to show up, on YouTube. I mean, even with my kids, I had to actually, they can't watch YouTube or YouTube Kids anymore because I don't know what the next video is going to come up. And I've seen some stuff. I'm like, why? We were watching a video about makeup. Why is this thing showing this cartoon killing another cartoon? You know what I mean? Because you can't control what YouTube is going to, show the next video. So it's really good to be, familiar with how to get those links to send to people when they want to know about Double Time or they want to know about Shakeology and stuff like that, instead of sending the YouTube link, because you never know what the next video is going to show up, right? And I will call you later. Anyways, so I'm glad everybody liked this. I really like this format too. I kind of was going off cuff when I was typing it up, so I will make that into a template. That way, anybody can use this at any time. So you guys also, like I said, tomorrow I have a meeting with some of the few leaders on our Team Motivate team about some upcoming things that we want to do together. Collaboration was a big thing this weekend and at Summit, about how teams were able to really get things going, really get success for their teammates, their coaches and their challengers, and a really cool way to serve people, to help families a little bit more, with Daily Sunshine and Double Time, like really able to leverage that way to help families, so we can help with our kids. Because I mean, some of the statistics about what the kids, 1 in 4 kids is obese right now in the United States. Like, this is just, and so we heard some other coaches of things they're doing. So we're going to be formulating some stuff. So basically stay tuned, be watching, checking Team Motivate. My PS coaches, I put in the challenge. So make sure you go check out that challenge that I posted in the PS group. And so, we have 60 days, right, ladies? 60 days left this year. And that is a lot of time to hit whatever goal it was that we started off this year with. Whether you made your goals in January or you made your goal when you signed up to be a coach, we have a lot of time to make a difference in our own life, to make a difference in our bank account, to make a difference in our health. You know what I mean? We definitely have the time, but it is crunch time. We got whatever it is that's your goal that you want to do. You must want that more than you need sleep. I've been telling myself, you're not getting sick because we have all this stuff that you want to do. So you're not going to get sick. You're going to do all this stuff. It might bite me in the ass in a couple days, but right now I want this way more than anything. So hoping tomorrow isn't a cardio workout, because if it's cardio, I'm not going to be able to do cardio with the way my lungs are. So like I said, I'm not stopping. I am going to keep showing up. I'm going to keep doing things. I'm going to keep coming on Tuesdays for our calls. We're going to keep, getting some groups going. I'm actually heard from another coach what she was doing to do a push to diamond coach, which is really awesome. The way she was doing it was something different. So I have my ears open and ready to keep going so that we can literally no matter how 2017 started or where it was in the middle of the year, we're going to end it amazing in 2018. We're going to be like on fire. That's my goal. It's my vision. So
See, motivate.
yep, that's my vision. We are going to be successful. We're going to be making a little extra change and changing people's lives, and nobody's going to gain weight for New Year's. We're going to lose weight. That is my mission, that we don't have to. I saw an image that says, okay, so everybody, change their clocks back an hour. Now it's time to change our scales back 10 pounds. I was like, no, we're not. We're going to make it go 10 pounds by ourselves because we have the tools. Like, there's no way. And that means that we can do all this stuff but still enjoy Thanksgiving, right? And still enjoy Christmas parties because we're doing everything else right. Nobody gains 10 to 15 pounds because of one meal on Thanksgiving. And
Exactly.
everything else around it, right? And we're not going to do that. So I'm going to probably have to go carry some children to bed right now. And I hope everybody had a wonderful night. I'm going to close off. You guys, whoever watches this recording later, talk to me. Let me know how you thought about it. Sharon, I hope you feel better, lady. And bye, guys.
Bye.
Let's stop the recording.
Thanks, Pete.